All right, so this is his face. What's up, guys? It's Chocho. I wanted to do a quick video today showing off some of the mods I've done to Galvatron. Now, me and my buddy Tom, we were seeing all these videos with these mods that are very simplistic. We thought we could take it up a notch and we could together knock out a killer custom Galvatron. Now, I'm gonna just do the mods. If you see any paint on this, it's just kind of proof of concept paint. I like to sometimes just, throw a little paint on to see if I'm getting the right look after my modifications, if I need to resand, stuff like that. And there are some cases where that needs to be done, but I'm not gonna go on too much about that in this mode. The main thing you're gonna notice is the plain bits are gone. I'll point out the mods a little more once we get in the robot mode while I'm transforming this. Now, I will also say that there's some stuff in the background there. I've noticed also that with the new year coming in, that everyone's doing top bots and figures of 2016. I figured I'd just line up all the stuff I spent the most time with in the background there. That's pretty much my justification for it being my favorites. If I spent a ton of time with it, then it's a favorite, if you ask me. Now, I wouldn't say that anything back there is the worst or the best, but if I had to pick a best, I'd give it to Inferno. That thing's right near perfect. Most of what you saw there is very common to your usual Galvatron transformation, but a lot of stuff is missing. Obviously, this is fixed into the back, and that I think is a very important part of Galvatron. And I've changed these shoulder blades. I've cut off a chunk of that so that they look more like Galvatron should look, as far as I'm concerned. Took off the wings from his arms. He had little wings there, I guess, to kind of accent the plane mode. What else did I do? I did little filler bits, which still need finishing, but I started filling up some gaps in the the hollow plastic syndrome. I shaved down these back shoulder bits that you originally had a pin through it. Shaved those down. I still kept them there because they do hold the cannon central. One of the big mods is I added a port to the side of the arm. I'll talk about the cannon first here. The cannon obviously was a lot bigger than this. Didn't care for that size. So I chopped that down. And again, a lot of this, I guess it is a more thorough, but I'll point out that it wasn't hard. The main thing is you need a Dremel tool for a lot of it. I used the Dremel to do a lot of cutting, straight cutting on pieces. And then you can sand them down with these cones. Now, there are sanding bits for Dremels, but those leave a lot rougher finish. When you have one of these cones, it leaves a really smooth finish. I mean, this thing's going to get painted, don't get me wrong. But you can see that that's pretty close to smooth already, and I haven't done any fine sandpaper. You can still plug this in the forearm, but I did make a port in his right arm there. I will also mention that I use like this epoxy mix for a lot of my gluing, but it wasn't doing so well on this, so super glue actually works the best for this if you're gluing anything with this figure for some reason. Usually epoxy kicks super glue's ass, but in this case, use super glue. Now, obviously, the most important part, and the part that everyone hated, was this guy's face. Well, I changed that up. So now, with that cavity in his chest, I figured there's so much space that I gave him a permanent flip-up head. So that's his mug. Like I said, it's permanently on there. I made it so that when I cut off the face mask, I was able to attach a head. Now, I'll tell you that this head is a ConstructBot's head with horns added on. Those horns were just the plastic pieces that came with the original Galvatron. And I basically glued them on and then just sanded them down. The big part of this is it's on a ball joint and an armature that connects so that you can tuck it back into his chest. One of the really cool things about having that on a serious ConstructBots ball joint is this. Since he has that port for a flight stand, you can get him in a pretty killer flying pose with the cannon kind of look. Here's the original, whatever his name was. I could honestly care less. And you could still peg that in if you want to use a Titan's return head. And here's Galvatron with a couple other Voyagers. We've got Grimlock and Cyclonus. This is the Combiner Wars Cyclonus. I've removed almost all the Combiner Wars stuff from this guy. So if you want to see some of what I did there, because you can notice the hinges are missing. I've changed the knees, got him a G1 styled gun. He's a lot cleaner in both modes, honestly. Just go down there in that little corner and you see that little Ironhide face. Go poke that dude in the face. That'll get you subbed. And then you'll get to see what I did to him in my next video. And here they are in alt mode. The coolest thing about Cyclonus's work is, look, mono hands. He's got a thruster back there now too. It's just cleaner overall. That's it for Titans Returns Galvatron so far, minus the Headmaster. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I also want to take a quick second to mention that I've started a new channel with my good friend Hot Rodney Prime. It's called WTF, Watching Transformers. Yeah, get it? Watch it. Yeah, it's not that funny. Yeah, I'll stop. But please go check it out. I'll leave a little thing for you to click in the top here. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. If you guys like it, please subscribe. You know, hit the like button, comment. We just basically hang out with you guys. We watch Transformers content with you guys. And we just try to have some fun. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.
I bet he works in IT. He must be. He's like the IT guy.
He's
the IT guy that's like in the office that just all the time, like you only have to get the tiniest thing wrong, and he's on your computer going, yeah, I've noticed that you've got some unauthorized MP3s on your stuff IT.
Yeah, condescending like the whole
fucking
condescending
IT arsehole.
Yeah. Where we could rent movies and shit.
Really weird. Really fucking weird. We fucked the world up, haven't we?
Yeah, we've made it too easy to just sit on your ass and not get out there. You know?
I blame Michael Bay.
That's going in the video. A blaster with no aerodynamics whatsoever. Just a, it's a flying dildo that shoots lasers.
I see that kind of thing all the time.
You see? Oh, you do? Okay. It must be the divide between the UK and Canada. I don't see flying dildos.
There was that and copious amount of drugs, I think, what it is. Yeah.
Every time I see someone put blaster on their shoulder, it's like he would crush you. That would rip right through your shoulder, through the anus, and rip you right in half.
Blaster through the anus. Nobody wants that.
Fuck, man.